taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for me. Showing you. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Carson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That is caught at the 7.
Wilson's pass.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being with Kansas City and Baltimore?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 27. Seahawks.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's good.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Now Ford on the stop.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Second and goal.
His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
throwing
3.
on 2nd and 3. Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And down he'll go at the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the... It got his man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Wilson going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
You know they pay me extra for that.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darwin Thompson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing. and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Able to get this to Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
To number 14,
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Again, it's Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
With the handoff to
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 14,
DK Metcalf,
Touchdown,
26 yards. Now the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. That's to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Mahomes to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
This is the kickoff for Seattle.
So here, fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes.
2-yard line.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here.
7.
To throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And this a quick slant to lock it. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Taken down.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 39 yards there, a big one.
For that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that changes everything here in OT. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.